Welcome to Yeukai Business Show, UK's premier business show where we feature business thought leaders, high achievers, and industry experts. Today's episode is brought to you by World Outsourcing Solutions Limited, a company that specializes in helping executive business owners with virtual assistant services and business growth systems. Here's your host, Yeukai Kachidori.
Hello, it's Yeukai Kajidori here, and on behalf of my business partner, Trevor Stockwell, and the amazing team here at World Outsourcing Solutions, want to welcome you to this special episode of Enlightened Entrepreneur. You can find us at worldoutsourcingsolutions.com, where we specialize in providing business owners from all walks of life with highly trained, highly skilled virtual assistants. We are the go-to center of all your outsourcing needs based here in the United Kingdom. Hello and welcome again to another episode of Enlightened Entrepreneur. My special guest today is a lady that I respect, Elphy. Now, Elphy was here in London a few years ago and then migrated back to Greece, where she had to turn the direction. She will tell you the story in a few minutes. But what's remarkable about Elphy is how she has become a stay-at-home mom, manages a business, and has the time and the freedom that she always wanted, all thanks to a sudden change in her plans from being an employee to becoming a business owner. Welcome to the call, Elphy.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for agreeing.
It sounds so good.
It's so good to have you here with us today. And to get us started, tell us your story. You were here in London just a few years ago.
Yes, I was. I actually studied in London at the Institute of Education, and I became a teacher. And I came back to Greece, where I'm originally from, and I taught for a few years, but then I had a child and decided to become a stay-at-home mom.
Yes, and during that period of being a stay-at-home mom, you ventured into a business. Tell us about that.
Yes, I did. I always have been creative, and as I was staying home with my daughter, I got really into child fashion and dressing her up in adorable little outfits. So I visited an old passion of mine of embellishing sandals and creating little shoes for children. And that's how Kay and Elphy was born.
Incredible. And after you did that, what were your initial steps to actually launch the business?
Well, actually, I took my time and I did research to see where my market was and to see where the best place would be to sell. And of course, because of the age we are in, I build my social media following first before I actually set off with my business.
Incredible.
Yeah, it was fun because there was a lot of getting into and getting excited about what I wanted to sell and show the world.
Incredible. I love the story that you were at home, you had more time, and then you decide to go back to a passion of yours, and in that passion of yours, you discover that you can actually make this for other people. Well, this sounds so familiar among entrepreneurs that when you visit your old passion or one of your passion, who knows, it could be the thing that will open doors for you. Like in your case, you started the business, which is thriving right now. Tell us about what a few things you've been up to so far.
Oh my goodness, I've been doing quite a lot. I've actually released since January 2013 that I've started this business. Quite a few collections,
right?
And I'm about to release my new collection in a few weeks.
Incredible. Let's hold that on to a later stage. I know I'm very excited about that, what's coming up in a few weeks. But, what are the achievements you've had, since starting this business?
My personal achievements was to be able to have my own time frame with my own life and be home and present with my daughter, and actually have something for myself and say that I own and I created. So this business completely fulfilled those dreams.
Incredible. And how did that leave you feeling?
Oh my goodness, so proud.
Incredible.
I love
Incredible.
showing off, my little shoes and all that sort. I mean, my daughter, obviously, that's all she wears.
Incredible. Incredible. And how was the feeling when you actually got some sale from your business? Those
Oh my
initial
goodness.
sales.
Are you talking except for my mother? Because obviously my first sale was my mom.
Yes. Yes.
Other than that, it was when I in my Etsy shop was my first sale, and it was actually from a follower off of Instagram.
Right.
So I mean, that just proved to me that the work I did beforehand helped when I finally opened up my shop.
Incredible, incredible. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But one of the things I've discovered when I ask this question among the entrepreneurs, they say the first sale they made, was a confidence booster in the sense that they became aware that if they can do it once, they can do it more and more and more and more again.
Oh, absolutely. It gives validation that, it's not just in your head that it looks good, because obviously I think they look fabulous what I create. I don't
Yes.
know if the rest of the world does, but yeah, when you start getting those sales, and you know what, actually seeing from where the sales are coming from,
Yes.
that is an amazing feeling.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for those listening today, if you are playing or toying with the idea of, launching your business, just go for it. And I think Elphy has something to say about that.
Oh yeah, you definitely just have to go for it, because if you really love what you are creating, there's nothing that should be holding you back. I mean, do your research. I mean, see what's out there, but believe in what you're doing. It's like my whole girl power thing. And the guys, you guys have got it too. But sometimes I feel like, especially moms, I think we need an extra support system sometimes. It's like, it is okay to be a mom, and it is okay to have your own business.
Yes, yes. I remember actually about 2 years ago, a lady came to us. She just had a baby, and she's a coach, actually, a life coach.
Oh,
and
wow.
She was introduced to me for our services, and she said, "You know what, Yeukai, I'm debating whether to put my business on hold for a while, and so that I can raise my child, or I can do both, but I can't see how the two can be done." And that's how we introduce you to outsourcing. And I said, look, list down the things that you need to do, all of them, identify 2 or 3 things that you absolutely love, and focus on those. And give us the rest of the work that, needs to be done, but you're not able to do that. She did that within a space of maybe 7 days, because she had to, research and all that. Now she's very happy. She's a raving fan of what we're doing. She's a stay-at-home, just like Elphy here, and her business is booming because here at World Outsourcing Solutions, we are managing all that for her. Let's talk for a moment, Elphy.
Yes.
About the basic initial steps, you took really when you were starting, other than just the research. What actually did you do to launch that business to the public?
Well, I think the main step I did was my social media, my platforms. I went in, I build actually each social media platform I used, which I actually was mainly on Instagram at the start.
Right. Yes.
And I started showing what I was doing to get a feel of how people would respond to what I was creating, with not necessarily selling it.
Incredible.
Yeah, so that was, I think, my smartest move when I started my business, was actually having that following before I had in my business.
Incredible. And how did you then get your audience to want to buy your product once you release them on Etsy?
There was quite a few ways I did that. Was obviously with fabulous photos of my product.
Awesome.
But with planting my products in various places, I would like to say online. So I used a lot of bloggers and Instagram influencers where I would send my products and get reviews on them. And so I could also get photos of my products in environments that I wasn't accessible to.
Incredible.
And I had a lot of different sources coming in from all over the place that actually helped me gain new following on my social media and on my Etsy. And from that's when I started seeing the sales come in.
Right.
Is when it was being advertised naturally and organically.
Incredible. And now you've got clients in the US and also here, and you're doing your business from Greece. Isn't that wonderful?
It is wonderful. I get the sun and I get to visit in my own little way. My sandals travel all over the world. So I think I got the best of all the places I've ever lived in.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love to hear that. And I also remember in our previous conversation that you lived in the States for a while.
Yeah.
And that's where you got that beautiful accent of yours from.
Thank you. Yeah, that's where the American accent comes from. I was born and raised in the States. So awesome. I have that American in me.
Awesome. Right now with your creative business right now, what would you say is the best way to promote any creative business?
Oh, I am hands down about social media and taking advantage of all these bloggers that are out there. And you know what? It's the old-fashioned word of mouth. I think it works wonders online, because if you have a friend who has a friend that's wearing your product or has used your services, people talk. And you know what? Moms talk. We talk a lot.
That's beautiful.
So I mean, I think you need to take advantage of that sort of stuff. I mean,
so which one of I'm very interested now, which of the social medias do you actually use that you think has a lot more going for the creative business?
Well, for me personally, it's Instagram and Snapchat.
Awesome.
But it's because it's the creative side where, Twitter doesn't work that well for me. I mean, I have things to say, but I have images that need to back up my product.
Awesome.
So Instagram is the platform.
Awesome. I love to hear that. And, there is passion coming out, from you as I'm listening to you. Let's talk about your day. What does it look like, from when you get ready to send the little girl, the 3-year-old, I think she's precious.
Yeah.
What does your day look like?
Well, okay, as you said, because I am a stay-at-home mom, I do have to start off my day with her, get her ready, and set her off to school. But after all that's done, I get home, and the first thing I do is get straight on my computer to see what has been going on, because I'm in a different time zone too. I need to keep up on my emails and my social media and reply right off the bat, because if you don't reply, those emails just gather up. But then my favorite part comes in, and I design and I create. I will complete orders and visit the post office. Then my daughter comes back into play. Obviously, she comes back home. But then in the evening, I will get back to my business and continue processing orders. And that's where I'll prepare projects or collaborations that I might have coming up, or events.
Incredible.
Yeah, typical day.
Incredible. I love the fact that you have some time allocated there, that this is the time for family, this is the time for me to do business, and the time for me to be with my little girl. And you get to choose when you want to do that. Is that one of the best things about being a business owner?
Yeah, I mean, it's such an advantage. I mean, a joke that we had when I was studying in London was, why are we becoming teachers, is for June, July, and August.
Right.
But here it's a whole different ballgame. I completely have time to sit aside and say, you know what, today I need to be completely 100% with my daughter and my husband, and that's okay, because I know tomorrow I'm going to get back into it and do what I need to be done. And the balance, you create your own balance, and I think it created, for me especially, a happier day-to-day life.
Incredible. Now that you've been, in business for the last 3 years, and you're loving what you're doing, and you're making a difference. You've got global customers, over there in the US, here, and all over the place that you're selling your product through.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question. What do you know now that you wish you knew when you were getting started?
Oh, this. I mean, I think the one thing I wish I had someone to say, you know what, slow down, is think about the business side.
Right.
Of the business. I mean, it sounds silly, the business side, but there's a lot that goes behind all of what is shown. I mean, it's not all the designing, the creating, and all those fabulous photos on social media, but there's a lot of numbers going on and trying to figure out, make it profitable and making it worth your while. There's a lot, and that's where I think a lot of the researching needs to happen from before rather than while you've already opened. So I wish I had a better balance on that. I mean, I worked hard for my social media before, but I wish I'd worked a bit harder with the business side of it too.
Incredible. And what would you advise somebody who is looking to launch into their own business?
Exactly that. You need to figure out the business side. You need to sit down, make a list of everything, of the simplest thing of prices. Right. How are you gonna pay for it all? How are you gonna live your day-to-day life and make it not stressful? Because I think sometimes it could get really stressful, that side of it, and then you lose the fun of the creating.
Right.
So I think you need to take time and do it so you feel good at the end of it.
Yes, absolutely. Business has so many moving parts. I agree with you 100%. And you need to have an understanding of all the areas, not necessarily total understanding, because you can have a team helping you with that sort of thing, but you need to have a general understanding. You still need
to know. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, of what is going on. And what is happening. And for those listening to Elphy today, understanding the business side or doing that, you just need a mentor, somebody who's done it, or somebody who is just a step ahead that they can point out to you.
That support.
Absolutely. And, how have you done it now, Elphy, the business side? Did you get yourself a mentor? Well, what did you do?
Actually, I that's exactly what I did. I got on and found mentors and found people that knew how to run, especially a small business, because it's very different to have a big corporation and have a little small business. And webinars and podcasts have been my best friends.
Right.
So, I mean, all of that is very necessary. I mean, I have my earphones in and constantly listening to podcasts. And even today, 3 years later, I'm still doing the research. So, I mean, it's a growing environment. So to have the mentors and a group of people that I can actually go and ask, the silly questions is necessary, because you can't Google everything.
Absolutely. One of the things I tell my coaching clients when we are having this is, mentor is the fastest way. Having a mentor, it really speed up the process for you to get to where you want to be, because you can avoid major pitfalls by just listening to somebody who has done it. And the way to identify a good mentor is, have they done it before? Because you don't want to listen to anyone who just talk and they haven't walked the walk.
Yes, that is so true. So true. I mean, you learn from their mistakes. I mean, that's what a mentor is.
Correct. And mentorship really, again, is not always in person, because I've had some mentors that I followed them on their trainings, but their particular training. For example, when I was, when we were starting this outsourcing company, I had to find ways of marketing what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I bought Mark Anastasi's program. He's another gentleman who specializes in internet marketing. So we had to go through that, even though we hardly have any. Well, it's years later that I had a meeting with him and worked with him actually personally.
That would have been exciting.
It was very, very exciting. But for a good 2, maybe 3 years, I was just going through the materials he was, he was recommending his training course. And look what happened, a few years later on, we have created a world-class company.
That is amazing. And actually, all of my mentors are online. I haven't met any in person.
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, the power of the mentorship, I mean, it could be literally anywhere, whoever you admire. I mean, I would just say email and ask.
That's right. Absolutely. Again, it's very easy to find the mentors. Look at what they've done in the past and look at the results they're getting. Look at the reviews.
Absolutely.
And ask around. You get to find those mentors. The bottom line is you need a mentor, and you don't have to pay a lot of money for that anyway.
Not necessarily, no.
Good mentors, they don't charge you a lot of money anyway, because they are interested in your success.
Exactly.
Well, let me rephrase that. If you're going to demand their personal time, of course they're going to charge you a whole lot of money. Many of good mentors have packaged their information in such a way that it is accessible to the people that are just getting started. So if you're getting started, you probably have access to that. Let's talk for a moment, Elphy. You have a product line coming up very soon.
As we said before, yeah.
Yes. Would you share some details about that for a moment?
Yeah, I'm actually going to be launching my new sandal collection next month.
Right.
And it's actually a completely new sandal design and a new twist to my popular sandal, which was the Gladiator.
Awesome.
And these are for little children, and my specialty was always in matching mommy and daughters.
Right.
So I think what's coming is fabulous. But I'm also starting a new side of Kay and Elphy in the following weeks, which is going to be all about styling your child. So it's coming off the sandals, but for a whole complete look.
Incredible.
So that is very exciting, because on my social media, if you go and see, I'm actually known for my outfits of the day for my daughter. I've had in the past 3 years, over 500 outfits posted.
Incredible.
That my daughter has worn. And so I'm actually creating a website where moms can go and get inspiration, tips, ideas for fun and practical ways to dress their children. Because, I mean, children should be part of fashion. I mean, they are, but I think we kind of forget about them sometimes.
Yes. It's good to hear about that. And, from listening to what you are talking about, your main target audience is mummies.
Yes, mostly, because I'm a mom, and I think, we should stick together. I mean, I'm all for the dads too. I mean, sometimes they don't know what color is, but they do well. So yes. I'm not going to say no to the dads.
Yes. One thing admirable about you, Elphy, is your audience, and you're very passionate about that.
Oh,
and mummies on this call will relate to you, and they will find you, easy to work with as well. Do you have a coaching program or some sort that for those who wants to get in touch with you?
They can definitely get in touch with me via my website, and actually, that's going to be part of the new side of my business coming March.
Incredible.
There's going to be coaching and all about styling and business related stuff.
Awesome.
But whoever
Awesome.
wants is more than welcome to contact me directly. I would love to talk to other mommies.
Awesome. Well, we'd love to do that, and I'm sure at the end of our time together, you'll be able to give us the where they can find you.
Absolutely.
Let's talk for a moment about business. How long did it take you to really become proficient in running this business? From transitioning from being an employee to actually owning your business. How long did it take you to become that proficient?
Well, I would say a full year.
Okay.
Because I was trying to be really careful with how I did the process and how I from becoming a teacher to owning my own business with the research and all of that sort of stuff. So I think it was a complete year, even though I had opened the business in the meantime, to finally get that down and feel productive and feel like I was actually doing it rather than, okay, that was fun, let's go on to the next project.
Incredible. And about that as well, what were the key things that maybe you can highlight to a new business owner of the things that you had to go through until you get to that place where you were comfortable?
Well, it was, I think the point started off with officially having my whole attention and time on the business rather than also working as a teacher.
Right.
So
absolute focus.
Yeah, complete focus. The research that it took to see actually where I'm going to hold my shop, where am I going to provide this product.
Right.
So searching how I ended up on Etsy, because that platform worked best for my brand. There are so many amazing platforms, but you need to take the time and research each of these platforms, from a big cartel to Shopify. There are amazing services, but you need to see, as personality-wise, what fits with you.
Yes.
I mean, Etsy fit with me perfectly because it is a bit quirky and a bit silly at sometimes with what you can find on there, and it was completely me and for my sandals.
Awesome.
And then from that was the social media. That's where I put a lot of my focus, as we said before too. So I mean, all of that combined together was how it helped me create this complete business.
Incredible. Thank you for sharing that with me. If you were giving an advice to somebody who is starting out, other than what you said already, what will that be?
It would definitely be, you should truly love what you are selling, like your product, or if it's a service, you need to love it. Actually, you need to hustle too, because no one will work harder for your business, and it's so worth it at the end. the feeling of, this is mine and I created this, and all the work that went into it, that you've achieved your goal is so worth it. Trust me, it's so worth it.
Incredible. I'm really so appreciative of the time we're spending here together. And maybe, just to wrap up our time together, what can somebody who is already running a business today do to stay on top of the demands of running a business, especially a stay-at-home mom, and, balancing the life at home with your husband or with your wife and children?
Yeah, I think it's, as you said, the balance. Priorities. You need to prioritize everything, even within the business. I mean, okay, prioritize your husband, your wife, your child, your family, and your friends. But then when you're thinking about just the business, I think you need to prioritize in there too. I mean, is it a priority to respond to emails today? Then that's going to be your priority. And then your social media, is that your main marketing? Then you need to work to prove that's your main marketing, make it worth your while. I think it's all about the balance of your daily life and within the business.
Right. Okay, thank you so much for that. And once again, really appreciate our time together here with you. And I'm sure our listeners, have gained a lot of information from what you've been sharing. And if they want to get... If they want to get in touch with you, where can they reach you?
They can reach me on my website, which will be kandelphy.com.
Right.
It's launching next month, but at the moment, my blog, which is still live, you can find all the details on there. And then the good old-fashioned email or social media. You can find me on Instagram at kandelphy. I mean, I always love saying hi to new followers and chatting and private messages, so I'm always up for that.
Incredible. Once again, thank you for being with us here today.
Thank you for having me. It was so lovely chatting with you.
Incredible. And thanks, guys, for being here with us as well, taking time to learn. And if you've got any questions, do send us an email at support@worldoutsourcingsolutions.com. And, if you did not manage to catch the details of how to get hold of Elphy, look down below. You'll be able to see just here under the audio. And have a great day, everyone.
Have a great day.
Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to Yeukai Business Show. We will be back to bring you more episodes with success stories and advice straight from the experts. Want more? Check out www.yukaibusinessshow.com. Get your free trial of our virtual assistant service today. Just visit www.worldoutsourcingsolutions.com. Quote WOS18 or send us an email at support@worldoutsourcingsolutions.com.